Hi there. Welcome to Cloud Adventures. My name is Anna Maria Pavel. I'm a Senior Customer Solution Manager within AWS. And in today's episode, we will hear from Booking.com on how they implemented their own shared responsibility model. And in order to hear the story, we have Georgia today from Booking.com. Welcome, Georgia. Georgia, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, hello, I'm Georgia Bekiaridou and I'm the Senior Product Manager for the Cloud Security team in Booking.com.
Welcome. Nice to have you here. Could you please tell us a bit more about Booking.com?
Yes, of course. Booking.com, it's a digital travel company who providing access to accommodations, attractions, flights and cars. It is part of Booking Holdings and our mission is to make it easier for everyone to experience the world.
Nowadays, security is important for all the organizations, but especially for one of your scale. Could you please elaborate on how you enforced cloud security within Booking.com?
Yes, to give some background, in Booking we have a quite large and complex AWS ecosystem. We have more than 2,500 accounts and 18 different environment types. The reasoning behind that, it's our different cloud migration iterations, the maturity of the teams, and of course the different business needs. The way that the approach that we have for that, it's we're taking a proactive security approach with models with secure defaults. That means that we have a lot of preventive and detective controls, and we are managing on the AWS organization level the monitoring and the logging mechanisms.
Sometimes we hear that security might slow down cloud adoption. How did you overcome this challenge?
We also hear that a lot, and this notion that security can slow down adoption. However, we want to position ourselves as an enabler. We are enabling teams to start the cloud journey in a secure and compliant way. To achieve that, we're trying to maintain a balance between the freedom that we're giving to the teams for building their services, innovate, improve their time to market. But in the same time, we're trying to maintain a control to ensure that we adhere to our security standards and our regulatory obligations. This is, of course, quite challenging, especially with all these new emerging technologies and ML and AI capabilities.
Security and compliance is a shared responsibility between AWS and our customers. I know that Booking.com took one step further and you guys implemented your own shared responsibility model. Could you please elaborate on this model?
Yes, security teams and platform development teams in collaboration together, we worked and we built what we call our own share responsibility model. Booking.com's share responsibility model is built on top of the AWS share responsibility model, and the goal is to define and cover the different layers of security for the security in the cloud.
And were there any benefits you saw from implementing this model?
The biggest benefit that we had is actually the how we can scale security cost effectively. To achieve that, we invest a lot in automation and different security layers. We managed to reduce by 68% the operational work of the cloud security team, and that was mostly because of two reasons. One, we baked in as many as possible that made sense preventive controls in the pipelines, and then we rebuild and provide the sufficient access rights, but also customize the remediation steps in order to push many of the findings to the member account owners. We are the most appropriate to fix since they know their infrastructure, and it's the point that the risk can be mitigated the best.
Now that you mentioned scalability, is there any concrete example you can give me where security teams empower development teams for a faster cloud adoption and delivering business value by the end of the day?
Yes, a good example will be a collaboration that happened between security teams, platform teams, and AWS professional services by building modules. We pre-built modules for the usage of services where we already included like different types of controls, security controls, networking configuration, And then that gave the a capability to the team to only care about their own applications by using everything else out of the box. And that, of course, speed up the velocity of adoption of services and migration to cloud.
Great, great to hear this. Are there any lessons learned that you might want to share with our customers watching this episode today?
Yes, that security as an afterthought can be quite costly. We are, even though we know that having security as priority doesn't have any immediate benefit, we are trying to infuse this mentality. We have a lot of iterative work and working with the teams because eventually this can actually speed up the cloud adoption because we are fixing things before they manifest instead of retroactively trying to fix items that are already live on production. And like for not to underestimate the power of no, by saying no to the wrong things, it gives you the space to say yes to the right things.
This was really insightful. Thank you so much, Georgia, for
Thank you
sharing.
for having me.
And thank you all for watching us today. If you would like to hear more about Bookings.com journey and their own shared responsibility model, I invite you to watch the technical deep dive. See you next time.